YouTube. Thought I'd do a little update on the Mylar bags. I don't do a very good job of teaching. I try, but anyway, I just thought I'd give you a little update on the bags that I packed up a few weeks ago. I hadn't even put them up yet. I just had them piled to the side. I got some shelving I'm putting in because I needed some more shelving and stuff. And after a couple of days, I just happened to notice the bags, sucked down. And I don't think in my video I explained. I said once you put the oxygen depleter in it, that the bag would suck down like it had a vacuum packer, like you had a food saver and sucked it down. And I didn't say how long it would take. And it takes days for it, maybe even a week or two, before it finally gets down to this stage here where it's the little oxygen depleter has used up that oxygen. It's a slow process. And I didn't explain that in my video. Or if I did mention it, I probably didn't do it very well. But anyway, so like here's the one, this is pinto beans, and see, it's sucked down and all the oxygen has been depleted. I mean, it's not rock hard, but it's pulled down pretty tight. Here's one of the rice, and it's tight, it's sucked down. You can see it just sucked the bag shut. But like I said, it took several days. I didn't document it and see how long it took. But I know it took several days, if not a week or two, to get down to this state. Now, this is that Maska flour, however you pronounce it, and it's sucked down like that. It looks smoother, but that's just because it's flour, corn flour. But all of them sucked down, I mean, it squeezed the bag tight. There's like no extra anything in it. It's just really drawed up really good. And once it does that, like I said, I mean, everything's good. Any of your dried goods are good for years and years. 20, 30 years from now. Like I said, I'm not 100% sure on the flour, but I think, if I'm not mistaken, it's even good for about 30 years, or probably a lot more than that, technically, because nothing can grow in it. No microorganisms or anything like that. So it's good for years anyway. But I know the pinto beans and rice is 30, 40, 50 years, no problem. This is good to go. And I wanted to compare it because in my video I was talking about how you didn't need the oxygen depleter for like a food saver type deal. Now this is some dehydrated vegetables, mixed vegetables that I had done and vacuum packed. And that's why you don't need the oxygen depleter for these, because it's already got all the oxygen out of it, all the air. I mean, the amount of oxygen that's in there is, even if there is a hair of oxygen still in it, it's under a vacuum. So nothing can live in that vacuum. There may be little bitty tiny pockets of where there could be air, but it's under a vacuum. So nothing can live in that vacuum. There again, all your microorganisms and stuff like that are going to be dead. It's going to kill them all, basically. Just had a few examples, and of course you hear my rooster. He always likes to make his presence known in my videos. But anyway, just kind of doing a couple updates on some stuff. Let you know about the Mylar bag, because I don't think I really explained that well on that it took a few days, if not a few weeks, for this is a slow process for the little oxygen depleters to remove that excess, that oxygen in the bags, and for them to suck down. So in case I misled anybody, because if you bought some bags and all, put the depleters in it and ironed it shut like I did, you might expect to see results soon. And it takes days, if not weeks, for this process here to happen, for it to get, you know, rock hard like it is. Well, not quite rock hard, but pretty hard. So I just wanted to update that in case I, you know, if I didn't explain it well and misled anyone on that. So I don't want you to think you failed. If you did your bags and you're like, well, it's not sucking down. It's not like a vacuum packer. You won't see it draw out the air. It's a slow process. So I thought I might better add that information and throw that out there, so you'll know whenever, if you do get some Mylar bags and put the oxygen depleter in there, that don't freak out. Give it a few days, if not a few weeks, for this reaction to take place. Okay? So just a little update.